Hey guys, so today the important topic of the day is credit repair. As you guys know, a lot of our clients come in as real estate professionals or other industry professionals, and some of them need help with their actual credit. Why? Because they don't necessarily qualify, because they've had bad things in the past, because they've done a lot of things they probably should have in the past, just like I did. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's things that happen usually to younger adults or adults going through bad times, been there, done that. And with that said, I had to learn. I had to learn the hard way. Had to do a bunch of different things with my credit in order to get it back to where it needs to be, in order to do the things in life that we want to do and need to do in order to make more money, build capital, build funding, and be successful. So I want to talk to you really quickly. If you're out there, you're dealing with your clients that come in every single day, there's things that you guys can do to help them out right away. You can either guide them in the right direction, or you can help do some of the stuff yourself, or refer them out to a reputable company that can help them. But you need to know the process, so you need to know the right way and the wrong way of actually getting credit repair done. So first off, credit repair is like a dingy topic, isn't it? It's like a dingy topic that a lot of people don't want to talk about. When they say credit repair, it almost feels like a scam. Like before, when I used to hear credit repair, I used to feel like, oh, it's a scam, or it's not something real, or it doesn't exist, or it doesn't work, or whatever it may be. And I'm here to tell you that, yeah, there's a lot of companies out there, people out there that promise you the world and don't get things done, and they do scam you. But in the real world of credit repair, working with reputable people and doing a lot of it yourself in order to help your clients, you that have the trust with them, it's a good industry. It works, and you can make a ton of money doing it. Not necessarily doing the credit repair, although you could make a lot of money with the credit repair, but you can make a lot more money if you're a real estate professional or a different professional, if you get your client's credit to where it needs to be at in order to maybe sell them a property and make some commission. So today we're having a quick session in order to show you guys exactly what you need to do in order to get those. And first off, you need to know a few websites. I'm putting them right in the back. That are very important for you and your clients. You can first have your clients say, hey, you need a credit report so we can see exactly where you're at, because usually everybody knows more or less where they're at with their credit. They really do. Oh, it's not that great. I've done some things in the past, whatever it may be. Usually you know if your credit's decent or it's not decent. So in order for us to know and figure out how we're going to help them or your customer, then you need them to pull up a credit report. And sometimes it doesn't make sense to send them to your mortgage broker to use your system or pay $30. Sometimes it's easier just to get a free credit report. And how do you get a free credit report? Annualcreditreport.com. That's exactly where you send your customers to enter their information, and they get a free credit report right there. Then you can start on the actual process and get to know what the situation is, what's wrong, what's right, and what you need to do in order to get it to where you want to get it. So that's the very first thing that you need to be conscious of, that there's free credit report out there. Nobody needs to pay any money to get the credit report. Your clients can get it. At the same time, it shows that you know what you're doing. Say, hey, let's go to annualcreditreport.com. You get a free credit report, or you tell them over the phone, send them a text, whatever it may be. Boom, they get a free credit report. Start building that trust, right? You start building a relationship where, okay, this person might know what they're doing. They know where to get a free credit report online through a government agency, in other words. So the next few sites that you're going to need, I'm going to go one by one. I'm going to explain each one, and then you're going to be able to understand the process a little more, know what they are. And then I'm going to guide you to what you do with each one in order to get your client's credit where it needs to get at least a brief overview of what it is. So most people go the traditional route of credit repair. And what's the traditional route? The traditional route is they go like to Experian, right? And like Equifax and TransUnion. They go directly to them and they dispute items. They send letters after letters that probably don't get read, probably go through an automated system, and you get a letter back from them saying, verify the account, it's not deleted. Once in a great while, you'll get one back that says, oh, deleted. Whoa, you're doing credit repair. Funny. So realistically, that's the old way, and it's a way that usually doesn't work and takes a very long time in order to make it happen. Even though it does work, it's still something that people use every single day. It's just an outdated method that if you want to accelerate the repair process, if you want to accelerate and do it much sooner, much more effectively, then you have to go a different route. The traditional route of going to the bureaus does work. It's something that doesn't work. It could take a really long time. People get frustrated. People get discouraged. Well, that's what I've seen in the credit repair industry, that most people get frustrated or discouraged with the process, and then they just give up, throw their hands up, and they don't go any further. So the actual sites that you need to be aware of in order to do certain things are the ones right in the back. The first one that you need to be aware of is ftc.gov. Federal Trade Commission. So they They are one of the number one ways in order to do a few different things with your credit report. Number one, you can do a freeze. What's a freeze? A freeze is when you tell them, hey, there's something going on with my credit file. I'm trying to get some things taken care of or fixed, or errors taken care of, or whatever it may be. You need to put a hold on my file. You need to put a hold on my file. Do not disclose any of my information, or do not allow any new accounts or any old accounts to report, or all this different stuff. So you go to ftc.gov and you can do a freeze there. That's not the method of choice all of the time. It's better to go a different route and report with FTC errors or different things going on with your credit, or maybe fraud. In a lot of situations, there's a lot of fraud going on, or there's a lot of errors on your credit report. And that's one of the ways that you can go directly to the FTC, a government entity that has more power, and you report identity theft, you report errors, you report fraud, whatever your situation in particular may be, you can go directly there to ftc.gov and do that. Now, there's a few other places that you have to do the same thing, and it depends what you want to do in order to get to your credit goals, right? Because a lot of my customers that came in, I'm just trying to help them get qualified for a mortgage and sell them a property and make 2 to 3% commission at the end of the day. That's what I want to do. So that's why I had to learn this, first to fix my own, and then next to make money. That's reality. I needed to help my customers that had the income, that just had previous credit issues, and they needed to get past that in order to move on with their lives and purchase that property, purchase a car, and start getting capital and funding for different things that they're doing. So the next website that I'm going to show you guys is identitytheft.gov. So identitytheft.gov is another website that's connected to the ftc.gov, which you can also report these different things on that site that are going on with your credit. The next one is consumer.ftc.gov, consumer.ftc.gov. They're all part of the same government entity within the government structure is what it is. The following one, then the very last one, is Lexis Nexis. A lot of you guys, well, I haven't heard of Lexis Nexis. Maybe you've heard of the FTC. Maybe you've heard of annualcreditreport.com. Maybe you've heard of identitytheft.gov, whatever. Maybe you're like, what is Lexis Nexis? So Lexis Nexis in the mortgage world, besides a credit report and the scores and the things that are on the credit report from your mortgage lender, the other thing that mortgage lenders really look at in order to qualify you is Lexis Nexis. And Lexis Nexis has a lot of public information. Now, I had a client that had some old child support on their credit, had some old public record issues, had an old bankruptcy, different things that were reporting inaccurately on his credit report, and it was affecting the ability to close the loan that he was trying to get on his new home. And the lender was pretty much denying it, saying, hey, we see some different things going on from your public record search. And where do they search? They search on Lexis Nexis is where they get most of the information. So Lexis Nexis does like a social security check for a lot of entities. They do public record search. They do a bunch of different searches for different companies, some government companies and some private companies, like a private mortgage lender or something similar to that. So in that, there's also a way to put a hold or a freeze on Lexis Nexis. You can actually send them a letter, do it online or send them a letter, and you tell them, hey, I don't want any of my information disclosed. I want everything frozen, not disclosed to anybody. I'm not allowing you to, because I have different things going on that I'm trying to fix right now. There's different errors, different things that are happening right now. In order for me to get those things fixed, I need you guys to put a hold or a freeze on my account, not disclose any information, not put anything new, not report anything pretty much to anybody for me. So if there's a freeze or if there's a hold, then none of your information is going to go to the other party. And that could work for you or against you sometimes, because sometimes they want you to, the mortgage lender might want you to lift that hold, lift that freeze. So there's different ways of doing it with Lexis Nexis. So with Lexis Nexis, you can ask for a hold or a freeze, or you can also dispute items with them as well, just like the other sites that I mentioned earlier. So there's a way to clean up your public record. There's a way to clean up your credit file. There's ways to put freezes and put holds and get rid of all of the bad items on your credit report from either fraud or errors or things that happened in the past that you need to clean up to get off your credit report in order to be able to move on with your life and actually obtain capital, obtain funding. And in my case, I want them to obtain a mortgage so that I can sell them a property at the end of the day. So guys, quick websites to remember: annualcreditreport.com. That's where you get your free credit report. ftc.gov, identitytheft.gov, consumer.ftc, and Lexis Nexis. So guys, that's where we are at today. Thank you so much for your time. Credit repair is really important in different industries, whether you need to repair your own credit in order to build the life of your dreams, or you need to repair your client's credit to make some money. It's extremely easy to do these days. It's basic things that we do every single day, which is get on different websites, submit different applications, do different things. Super simple, super easy. Make sure that you follow the steps and send me a message or an email, and I'd love to help you and guide you a little more. Thanks.